Miss Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
Ой, ой. Это как называется? Батискаф? Батискаф это же, по-моему... Ну, это, наверное, просто водолазный костюм. Батискаф это подводная лодка.
An idea nagged at me. I could almost reach it.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult.
Очень странный лестничный проем такой. Интересно, такие реально существуют?
Looking knowingly at the camera, I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch, rumored to be Alan Wake.
Да блин! Я хотел от его пиздежа, наоборот, отдохнуть.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch.
Мистер Скрач.
Rumored to be Alan Wake.
Не знаю, мне мистер
writer who'd
Скрач,
gone
когда
missing
кто-то говорит
years
мистер
before.
Скрач, у меня перед глазами
The
всегда
hotel was a perfect setting for a case
какой-нибудь Бакс
story.
Банни, блять.
I was on the right
Противник
path.
Бакс Банни.
I would start at the entrance
Из
lobby.
Луни Тюнс. Мистер Скрач.
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective.
Чё
An
это за
idea,
шоколадки?
clear as a vision, waited for me here.
О, привет, паштет. Ну, сорян, что так получилось. Мне стыдно. О, да.
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Uh-huh. You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
Какой-то странный отель. Очень старый, видимо. Кунг-фу 4 не очень. Ну, в 4-й части они уж, наверное, выдохлись. Это точно. Бля, что-то я не знаю, что я ждал. А, Тайлунг, типа наша битва будет легендарной. Да. Ой, мне очень нравилось тот момент, где он его побег.
Наконец-то!
Да, да.
Достойный соперник! Наше сражение станет легендарным!
I didn't have the key.
Это какая-то загадка, наверное. Это нарисовано, типа 103, потом это 103 нужно куда-то ввести. В 3-й и 4-й части злодей не без мотивации. В 3-й части был злодей Павлин. Ну, Павлин, ну, не знаю, но он прикольный.
I couldn't get in.
Всё.
I was missing something.
Ну да, это как такая затычка злодея. А 4-й, я даже не знаю, кто там злодей. Плохая плохая панда, что ли? А, в 3-й бык. А, точно.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there.
It's not disturb. 107, 103, 112. Интересно, они не удержатся в этой локации отеля процитировать «Сияние». Оно прям так и напрашивается. По-моему, в «Сиянии» была сцена с ванной. Я уже не помню. «112».
The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
А, мне нужно напечатать что-то. Слова ремонта. Увеличивает максимальное здоровье. Пускай будет здоровье.
The scene had changed.
О, давай, пока. Спасибо, что заглянул. Я здесь надолго, видимо, застрял. О,
I
104.
needed to find the key.
104. 104. Это комната 104.
Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult.
Ритуал перед шоу. Последняя сцена.
I couldn't add a new element from here. I'd have to go to the scene.
А, я понял. Мне нужно вот сюда встать.
The troop were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225.
225. Что? Как я там оказался вообще? Я вообще не понял.
daunting new season of mind-bending episodes. Let's not help.
Shit!
Come on!
У меня уже нету этих фонариков. Кто-то пытается выйти на связь. Мне кажется, мне нужно чаще пользоваться фаерами. Я еще здесь не все посмотрел.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
Репетиционный зал. Ой.
Another vision. Another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason. The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
Призраки, ритуал перед шоу. Или все-таки призраки мне нужны?
The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the words urban horror.
Ой, бля. Петиция в комнате 19, перенос в комнату 202. Два.
Wake.
Ну нахуй, дядя. Ритуал перед шоу.
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was impossible.
Нет, что-то не работает. Репетиционный зал. Призрак это может быть. Опять все калом обмазаны. Но я сейчас попробую вернуться и поставить туда тоже призраков. Сюда вот.
It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
What was the nice set you got here? What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. This thread would create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed. This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me.
В своей комнате он причинит ей боль. Чел, иди нах. Блин, сколько это нужно? Куда я вообще бегу, блядь? Что происходит? Наверное, сюда нужно, я не знаю. Следую с кровью, иду. Ритуал перед шоу дьявола. О! Неужели сработало? Странно. Так, как мне туда пройти? А, или мне вот сюда нужно?
Wake.
Может, здесь тоже дьявола нужно завязать?
The devil's path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Devil. The devil within. Блять.
These are my words.
Ой-ой. А, у меня есть граната. Я хочу гранату использовать, посмотреть, как она работает. Ну, хотя нет, пока не буду смотреть.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Okay. Let's talk about the murder victim. Okay. Let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him. meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He'd only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Нужно было назад повернуться. Ну зачем вы это делаете? Я слишком тупой для такого.
You again.
Get the fuck away from me! Shit.
Да ёбаный! Там же непонятно, там достаточно мусора, чтобы его пройти или нет. Пиздец. О.
You again.
Shit.
Да беги, блядь! Пиздец. Что за бред?
You again.
Попытка номер 3.
I had to reach the dark presence. The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
Wake.
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Wake. This isn't your story.
Во всем.